What up, Algonquin and the Algonquin community? I'm Matt DiGregorio alongside co-host John Palomares and other co-host Drew Courtwright. We have some heaters today for the boys.
Definitely heaters.
And the girls. Love it. Let's just get right into it. The big story, it's the weekend in football. It's championship weekend.
Let's
Best
go.
weekend of the year.
Exciting time.
Yeah.
Pats Jaguars.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's get right into it. Vegas put the Pats at nine-point favorites.
-9.
And it's going to be a good one. I mean, it's been talked about how Blake Bortles, can he get the job done in New England? Not many quarterbacks can. We talked about the playoff experience. It's not even close between these two guys. Thoughts?
I don't think he can get it done. It's as simple as that.
Simple as that.
The 9-point spread is, in my opinion, kind of pathetic. I think it should be more like 17.
Okay.
Maybe 25.
Very possible.
Wow.
It's Brady. Honestly, if the spread was 50, I wouldn't argue.
But Brady's a little shaken up, John.
That right hand.
Yeah.
Is it real?
Yeah, I think it is because I heard he was in the X-ray room last night late. So
I'm not buying that.
I think he
it's
is.
to get away from press.
Dude, you could say that. But if he missed practice again today, so.
I mean, they're playing with the chip on their shoulder after all those allegations coming out, and you put a chip on New England's shoulder.
Good night.
It's just
Good night.
bad.
They'll come at you.
So I think the Jaguars already had their Super Bowl. The Jaguars Super Bowl was the Steelers. I think that they had their Super Bowl. It
is very hard to come back and play the next week after your biggest win in a franchise of probably 10 years.
Yeah, dude. And this team is even better than the last team you played. On paper, I think the Jaguars have a more intriguing roster to watch. But the Patriots have the greatest coach and the greatest quarterback of all time.
So the matchups are going to be tough.
Yes.
I think they're going to put Ramsey on Gronk, and the way they're going to guard these backs.
And Church over the top on him, too.
Yep. And then they're going to have a mix of like Telvin Smith against Deion Lewis, James White. It causes some tough matchups.
Yeah.
But let's talk about the Tom Coughlin effect.
Okay, so you want to bring it up? So I'll start it off. New York Giants. I mean, we all know to have the Patriots numbers beat the Patriots in 2 Super Bowl losses are twice, and crazy plays. Tom Coughlin is a defensive master. Went out this offseason, got signed by the Jaguars to be their DC up in the booth. He sees everything, picks up Calais Campbell, has an amazing draft, has Ramsey from the last draft. I mean, they're a good squad on the defensive end, and that Coughlin effect can lead to problems for the Pats. I don't know what you think, John.
I mean, I think, maybe cause some troubles. He'll do his thing, but when it comes down to it, no single man can beat New England.
Facts.
I like that.
I don't think the Jaguars. I don't think the Jaguars have what it takes.
Yeah.
And we've seen Tom Coughlin beat the Pats twice, like we already mentioned, but they had a quarterback. Eli was not great, but he was good in those Super Bowls.
Yeah.
He made gutsy throws.
The second one, he was
which
amazing.
Bortles can't do.
Yes.
So.
And Bortles, so last game Bortles actually outplayed Tom Brady. So I think Bortles has that edge, but
nobody gets the job done in New England.
I don't know if he is that clutch gene. So if you haven't noticed, today's Jersey Day. We're wearing our jerseys. My quarterback that I'm wearing, Johnny Manziel, does not have that clutch gene. Marcus Cannon, right?
Yeah.
You wanna talk a little
Yeah,
bit about
but it's Johnny's year, though.
It's Johnny's year, and remember, we have formally invited Manziel on the show, so when that teleprompter comes back on, we'll start talking about Manziel. But James, thanks, James. That's our producer, James Mahoney. Thank you.
I'm repping the Marcus Cannon today. I mean, he can't play. He's been out a while. Great tackle, and just repping him.
Yeah, baby.
Stay strong, Marcus Cannon.
Ohio State, Ezekiel Elliott.
Yo, crop it.
Cropped up that. So he was phenomenal at Ohio State. Big fan. Great elusiveness, great speed, great trucking. He won a national championship for them, and I mean I'd like to see what he can offer next upcoming year for the Cowboys.
The smile at John's face, if you guys didn't notice, just looked like a little baby on Christmas. Like, it just looks like John is in love with Ezekiel Elliott. Look at his smile, dude. I think he's in love with Ezekiel Elliott.
Let's get into the Minnesota-Philly game. Who would have thought? Case Keenum, Nick Foles.
Yeah.
Wow.
Crazy. I think home dogs, Eagles again. I've heard that they're going to hand out the dog masks at the Eagles.
I heard 70,000.
70.
Seriously.
So we're going like the Goodell towels again. it's going to be interesting seeing everybody wearing like dogs. I feel like I'm in the dog pound in Cleveland. That's what I feel like it's going to be like.
This game will be a better game on TV than the Pats Jaguars.
Yeah.
It's going to be a fun one. I mean, Minnesota has a lot of momentum coming off that Diggs catch.
But both teams do. I think that Eagles have rallied around being the underdog, and they like that. And that's an advantage for them. I'd say if the Vikings, since they're favored coming into this away game.
Are they favored?
Yeah, by
What's
three.
the spread?
3.
3 point
minus
spread.
3. So they clearly, Vegas thinks it's going to be a 3-point game. I honestly think it might be closer. I think it's a 1-point game, maybe a last-second field goal.
All right.
But home dogs, you never let out, especially in a championship game.
Yeah.
Personally, I'm taking the Vikings. I
Yeah.
think they want to play a Super Bowl at home.
Yeah. That would be interesting to see.
That would be very interesting.
But do they have? So will they let the Patriots be the home team in the Super Bowl? Because it's technically the Super Bowl's a neutral site. So can they play like they at the Vikings Stadium, new stadium, beautiful stadium actually. They play a loud foghorn, kind of like at New England, but it's like a horn that like Vikings used to blow, and at every third down, like the Patriots do with the foghorn at New England at Gillette. So the big question going into this, if the Vikings do make it, just speculating here, do they let them blow this foghorn as a technical home game, even though it's supposed to be a neutral site?
We all know Goodell's going to pull something.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's not, I mean, that's very tough to play. If we make it there, when we make it there, it's going to be tough to play in Minnesota when they're the home team, if they make it there. So it's going to be interesting. But let's get in the explain. You want to explain the new segment, Hot Seat, Cool Throw?
A little explain it to John, Andrew, and a little explain it to Hank. I'm going to call our viewers Hank today.
Okay. Or everybody out there.
Or everybody out there, thank you. A little explain to Hank, a little explain to you guys. We have 2 new segments plus our BLAZIN 5, which has been a big hit so far. First new segment is the Hot Seat Cool Throne segment. We are going to find anything and everything around everywhere in the world, and we're going to put a hot seat on it. And put it, is their job or their whatever they are up for death, basically. And the Cool Throne is what is in. So we'll kick it off. John, you want to start?
Sure.
I'll start.
Okay, go for it. For sure.
Hot Seat, Christine Johnson.
All
right, that's
no
a good
snow
one.
day. Peep the snow day video. Continue, Drew. Sorry, I had to put that.
A lot of people thought we were going to have a snow day. I, for one, thought we would. It was a brutal morning. A lot of people skipping school. Facebook group chat was going off.
Wild.
A lot of people going off on Twitter.
Yeah.
Administration, I think they were scared to send out a tweet.
Yeah,
they didn't want to get the backlash. But Christine Johnson, that was a bold move to have school. So, and Cool Throne. Let's get to the Cool Throne. Cool Throne. What was it? What was my Cool Throne?
I'll go hot seat. I don't even remember. What was my hot seat? Oh, hot seat. Hot seating California. The state of California.
I like that.
The state of California, they're going to be
That's a great pick.
They're going to be New California and California splitting off. New California is ridiculous because it's basically all California. California is LA, everything from LA to San Jose, and that's about it. San Diego, Sacramento in the old California. LA just wants to branch off, be its own like country basically. Would not be surprised in the next few years if it's its own country. So New California hot seat, and I'm gonna cool through. Actually, you go hot seat.
Yeah, my hot seat is Bitcoin. For those of you who haven't heard, Bitcoin dropped to under 50% of its highest point, under 10,000, I'm pretty sure, and it's going down day by day. It's gonna crash real hard soon.
Yeah.
That's my hot seat for this week.
All right. Just remember my Cool Throne. Alex Guerrero. Alex Guerrero. You've seen Brady's injury lately. Guerrero is in fact not working on him. He's out of the light a little bit. Nobody's talking about him anymore, especially with that win. So it's gonna be interesting what he's gonna be doing.
What was my cool throne again? Shoot, my cool throne is pants.
Okay.
Pants are in. A little bit chilly outside. Definitely recommend not wearing shorts to school. My cool throne is brought to you by I remember my cool throw. It was Nike Elite Socks.
This kid is wild today.
Nike Elite Socks is my cool throw.
Unscripted.
The unscripted.
Hey, that's
for real.
what it is.
Yes. So we forget things. It's gonna happen. It's life. Like we're champions, baby. Cool throw. Nike Elite Socks. I just looked down at my socks. NBA's new official sock. So you're gonna see a lot more Marcus Smart repping those leggings, but under the Elite Socks now. John.
So my cool throw, the sensation video game Fortnite.
Boom! There
They
it
just
is.
dropped a bunch of new cities. That game, a lot of kids are playing that.
I mean, you've seen it everywhere.
Yeah.
It's electric.
Yeah.
So
You play Fortnite?
my brother does. I don't play Fortnite because I'm not
Dudes
a
can't
gamer.
hang.
Yeah. First off, to address those allegations that I can't hang with the Xbox life right now, I am currently doing my career in NBA 2K, and I'm kind of killing it. I'm a 66
All right.
overall,
All right.
trending towards a 70-ish.
Killing it on
Killing
rookie.
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. on
Yeah,
rookie.
I'm actually in my rookie mode too.
Oh, okay.
So my player kind of
Don't
banging
sleep.
it out.
What's his name?
Matthew Gregorio, actually.
Don't sleep on
Don't
Matthew
sleep.
Gregorio in my park if you ever see him.
My player.
My player.
Not Fortnite,
Right.
my player in NBA 2K.
Okay.
So actually, we're going to welcome on a guest right now. His name, Gus Chapin. We'll get to the rest of the show after this. We'd now like to welcome on special guest, first guest of Unscripted. His name, Gus Chapin.
What up, what up? Oh yeah.
Okay.
Handshake guy right here.
Yeah, dude.
What can I say?
He's a basketball star. He's a former hockey player. Made the transition to basketball. He's a little Barry Bonds-like in his muscular
forget about
status.
What can I say?
Oh yeah, he's a
Yep,
golf
good about
athlete. Not breaking news. Not suspended from golf. So proud of you for that.
Thank you. Never
It's a
got
big
caught.
accomplishment.
Never got caught.
Gus is on the hot seat. Little rocking chair action.
All right. First off, one thing I've been wondering all year as I watch the basketball team, who's the locker room guy?
You know, I really got to give the locker room guy to Zach Sides.
Wow.
And yeah,
Z,
I know.
sleeper pick.
I know. It's a hot take. I know. The thing about Z is that he's a man of few words, but he's really weird. So it gets
like that.
it gets things going in the locker room. You know,
a locker
picks
room
you
guy.
up, puts you down.
So you're the guy who does the handshakes before the game.
Yes.
A lot of pressure.
You know, when I'm sitting out there, you know, I got some pretty large calves, and people like to
Okay.
make fun of them.
Okay.
So
I have heard that.
yes, yep. He's done it before to me. Yep. I face 300 people with these large calves, you know, and sometimes in the back of my head, I'm like, man, I bet these people are looking at my calves saying like, what is he doing with those tree trunks on his legs? You know what I mean? Like, it's tough sometimes, but you know, I get the job done.
I have a cool question for Gus.
Yeah.
Gus, so I'm thinking that you have a decent view of the court. What are you seeing out there with this big three, and like, how do you think that they're rolling?
Here's the thing about the big three. They're all knocked down. That's the best thing about them. You give them an open shot, it's going in every time. There's no question about it. Redden, he's the most creative with the ball I've ever seen. He can put it off the backboard from anywhere.
More creative than
Ridiculous.
LeBron?
LeBron's not creative. He's just a large man. You know, like I gotta rep that though.
He's still repping.
Large man.
LeBron in high school, Hendu in high school. It's close, you know, like it's a close fight to the
That's a
top.
hot
Like
take.
I don't know. Hendu's pretty good.
I see it.
That's a good take.
LeBron, the chosen one. Hendu's the chosen one for Algonquin. So I mean,
Love it. AJ Broder, though.
I mean that was like a couple
Yeah.
years ago. Like, we're
Eons.
on to the new stage now.
Yeah,
You know, we're
facts,
on to the
man.
new stage.
All right. Favorite guy to do handshakes with,
Got to give that to Seth Travanik and
and why? And why?
Yeah, the reason for that is that all the other handshakes, like Brian, he says, I don't want to do a handshake. He just runs right by me. You know, it's ridiculous,
Dude,
right?
he's a gamer,
Everybody
though.
wants it.
Game respects
He's a
game,
gamer.
right?
Yeah,
Game
no,
respects
he's
game.
in the zone, so I can see why he doesn't want to do it. But me and Sass, we just do 3 slaps and then finish with the dap and the
like
gun
that.
out. I like it. It's just simple, it's clean, it's nice.
All right.
So there's a lot of talent on the team this year, and the team is playing really good.
Yep.
How does it feel to be cheering for them?
Well, here's the thing about that.
He knocked down a 3 the other night. People forget that.
Hey, we'll
Yeah,
talk about
yeah.
that later.
We'll talk about that later. We'll get to
later.
that. Yeah. So, I get cushiony seats to every game. That's true. You guys go on the bleachers. That thing's plastic.
True.
Doesn't feel good. My seats have a few inch layer cushion on my butt
And your
and in the back
courtside.
and on my back.
Courtside.
Courtside cushioned seats All right, I get to hear everything Coach Doherty's saying in the timeouts. I know the game plan. I know what's up, what's down, what's left, what's right. I go to practice every day.
Yep.
With those cushiony seats on the court side, there's nowhere better to cheer. Sometimes, a lot of people, when people score, people get up and clap. I'm way too comfy in my chair. I don't have time to stand up. You know what I mean? I don't have time to stand up and.
So take me through that 3. What was going in your head while you were taking it?
Well,
what's your shooting percentage on the year?
It's a hundo.
Wow,
I don't miss.
I'm pretty sure that's
missed.
perfect.
Like, I don't know if it's perfect.
So
but-
you have the best shooting percentage in
good,
math.
right?
It-
Best
it's
shooting
pretty good.
percentage- He's the best shooting percentage in the history of the world, actually.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
like
guess
you're
so.
you're a world class
Yeah,
athlete is what we're talking
Well,
about.
So take me through that 3.
Well,
were
what
you
happened
thinking?
was before the 3. We got to go back a little bit because there's things that build up to it.
Yeah.
I'm sitting on the sideline, out of nowhere. Coach Doherty goes, "You're going in." Probably because we were up by 25. Like, why else would I go in? But that's besides the point. So
Hey, you're a closer.
exactly,
Good job.
you gotta finish the game strong. So I have a white shirt, kind of like this one, under my maroon jersey, and apparently that is not legal, right? That's not legal. Not legal. So Coach Doherty
You
goes,
allegedly had the white shirt.
allegedly. They don't know for a fact. They're
Yeah.
trying to accuse me, but
Yeah.
I got good lawyers, so I'm good.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Like that.
I had to take my shirt off in front of like 300 people. You know, like I was looking good and all.
I remember
that's
that.
fine. Yeah, like
I remember that.
What
I
were
look.
your thoughts when you did that, though?
When my thoughts,
When Gus
my
took off
thoughts
his
were, I'm
shirts.
gonna scream really loud.
Because it was so hot.
It was. I mean, you could say that.
Yeah.
Needless to say, we got pretty rowdy when you took your shirt off.
Yeah. So then I put my jersey on. Seth turns around and goes, "Gus, your jersey's on backwards." And I look down. I'm like, "Damn, that's just a number." There was no tomahawk thing or anything. I was like, "Man, like the neck thing is on the other side and stuff." Sorry about that. You know, so I didn't know what to think then. So I had to take my jersey off. So I was shirtless twice, put it back on, and then that's the point I got into the game. So I get in there.
So you're a little nervous by then.
By then, I'm like, wow. A lot of people just saw
I've
me
really
shirtless.
screwed up so far.
Yeah.
Now I can't
Like
miss
this
the
is
shot
my
I'm
first
about to
time
take.
going in. I'm not doing good so far. So
Yeah.
we go out there at first. 20 seconds in, Doe calls a timeout. We go into the huddle. He starts yelling. He goes, "You guys are embarrassing us," and all this stuff. And
How
I'm like,
much are you up by at this point? Just so
like
curious.
I want to say 25.
Okay.
Yeah, like a lot.
So
like
the
enough
foot's
for me
still
to
on
be
the
in the
gas.
game.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I haven't even hit my 3 yet at this point, and I was like, I didn't say this, but I was thinking, "Coach, I'm gonna make you proud. You know, I'm gonna do what I gotta do." So
I like that.
Zide's driving down the middle. He breaks the first line of D, makes my guy slide to him. I go, "Zach," and he looks at me, and he goes, "What's up?" And I go,
All right.
"I'm open over here." He's like, "Okay," and then he throws me a nice chest pass right in the pocket. You know, they gave me like I'm a world class shooter.
Yeah.
They're giving me like
Definitely.
6
What are
feet.
they
of-
doing?
They're giving me 6 feet of space, and I am a world class shooter.
That's
all
like
right?
giving a giraffe a tree to eat, dude.
Right?
Yep.
They're exactly like that. I couldn't think of a better comparison. Anyways, analogy, whatever you want to call
Yeah,
it.
no, definitely.
You know, so I just pulled up. I know I've practiced. I practice my shot a lot. You know, I perfected the art. So I just pulled up. I knew that I was about to turn around and just stare into the Neshoba's souls. You know what I mean? Like I knew that was going in as soon as I released the ball.
Yep.
Next thing you know, back rib straight in. Whole fan section going wild for me, and I'm
Yeah.
like, wow, this is
Yeah.
nice.
Like
This is
that.
not. They were rowdy.
And it's
John
fitting,
was rowdy.
And it's
You
fitting
were
to
too.
see the locker room guy pass it to you.
It does, because,
Zach
you know,
Zides with the assist.
Before the game, he inspired me. You know?
Stat sheet stuffer.
Yep.
Yeah, true.
Minus the rebounds and the points.
Yeah.
And the steals and stuff. Yeah, you got that. Stuff it.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So, if you could relate your style of play to any NBA superstar, who would that be?
You know, I'm not about the superstars. They get all the limelight. You know, everyone thinks they're so special and everything. It's about the role players.
Delly.
You know why?
Delly.
I would say Delly, but I don't try in defense, so not Delly. I'm gonna have to give
You
it.
didn't hear that, Coach.
No.
You did
Nope,
not
Doe,
hear
you
that.
don't watch this show. It's fine. I try hard. Anyways, so I could just give it to Ryan Anderson. If you don't know Ryan Anderson, go look it up. He just had a sick dunk a few days ago. Not that I can dunk. I can dunk, allegedly.
Allegedly.
So he got up and slammed it, but that's not the point. That man doesn't play D, doesn't rebound. He's 6'10", whatever. He doesn't even care.
Yep.
He sits in the corner on offense. He sits there, and he just waits. 1 out of every 10 possessions, they give him the ball. Pulls up every time in. That man is a knockdown three-point shooter, stretch forward, just like me.
Boom.
I have 2 questions
You
for
heard it
you.
here first.
I have 2 questions for you, Gus. One's a first question. Second one's a follow-up question.
Okay.
First question: If you were to compare yourself to a NBA legend, who would it be?
Very similar to the last question.
Very simple.
Yeah,
Very
yeah,
similar.
yeah, no,
I'm gonna have to.
I just want to see.
That's tough. I'm gonna have to give it to old Larry Bird.
I
Larry Legend.
could have guessed that.
Gotta
bro.
give it to
Bet-
Larry
bet a
Legend.
million on
you
that.
know, or Michael Jordan, but
Yeah.
I had to put it closer to Larry
And
Bird.
follow-up question: what's your favorite woodland creature?
Oh. Can you define woodland creature for me, please?
So we're ranging from all the way from the small like little rodent in a chipmunk to a big one like the falcon,
Okay.
Pretty much any creature who lives in the woods.
or around
that
Algonquin.
he
Thank you,
specified.
John. Thank
that
you,
was he specified it for me. I
Okay.
wasn't sure. Okay.
Game respects the game.
Man,
It does.
I gotta give it to the groundhog.
Groundhog.
Can we get a reason why though?
Yeah, you know why? Because that fat Larry makes the decision every year whether we're going to have more winter or if spring's coming early. Boom! All right? Just like me. You know what decisions I make?
What?
I go home after basketball, I say, do I want a sandwich or do I want mac and cheese?
I like that.
And I make the decision.
That's true.
The meal of
And that-
champions.
Yeah, exactly. And sometimes I'm like, why don't I just get both? So the groundhog makes these key decisions. Like, I want spring early, but if he's like, nah, like I don't want to see my shadow, then he's like, we're gonna have a lot more winter. But like, that's like me. Like, I'm like, man, do I want to like overstuff myself like with mac and cheese and a sandwich,
Yeah,
or do I just want to keep it light? You know, maybe some whole wheat bread and like
definitely.
turkey
Alright.
and some
So,
cheese.
funny story. My birthday is on Groundhog's Day. My favorite woodland
Groundhog
creature
Day.
is also a groundhog.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
This is
All right.
crazy.
I don't know.
Heard it here
This
first.
is wow. I'm shocked.
All right. Gus Chapin, everybody.
Is that Gus
Welcome to the
Chapin?
show.
Thank you.
Well,
Hey,
thank you.
It was an
Thank
honor.
you.
That's our first guest. That's Gus Chapin.
Well, welcome back, and just want to give another thank you to Gus Chapin. So, one thing I wanted to bring up going into Gonk Sports was when he was talking about the Neshoba basketball game that he got in at the end of the game when they were up 25 points. He mentioned how Coach Doe was still coming at them, and he was really paying attention to detail, even though they're up by 25. And that's the mark of a good coach.
Yeah, that man's not afraid to back down.
Yeah, Belichick, Taylor Allen, all the same, dude. Like, they're gritty.
They're gritty, and that's what it takes to win. He's a Belichick at heart.
And how about that ski team? They're looking real
Kaylee
nice.
Reynolds.
Oh, yeah.
First in CMAS.
Wow, dude.
First
wow.
in CMAS at their opening meet.
That
That's
slope
impressive.
style team.
Ski, Kaylee, ski.
Okay, I'm gonna get a little update on the swim team. My boys and girls on that swim team. Miss
Former
Peta,
team.
Former tryoutee of the.
Hey,
Algonquin swim
everybody
team.
gets cut once in a while.
Hey, it's a minor setback for a major comeback. Like,
Exactly.
that's what we're gonna just call it. So that swim team, they're doing decent right now. If I was on the team, we might be doing a little better, but hot take city. So that shout out to that swim team, John.
So we got Gonk hockey still. Their
Yeah.
Shrewsbury game coming up.
Huge game Saturday.
Huge game.
Be
That'll be
there.
electric.
Be
6
there.
o'clock at North Star.
Yep.
Against Shrewsbury, the number 1 team in the state. What else have we got?
Gonk
Cross
Winter
country.
Sports. Going
Yeah,
well.
just go T-Hawks, baby.
Yeah.
We will have an interview with you later of our quarterback Hayden Key, which John will be interviewing Hayden. It's definitely must-watch television, I'd say.
Everything's much watch
Everything
television,
with
what
us
we
is
do.
must-watch, but this is gonna be electric.
Freaky.
Free key, baby. So our next segment is also another new segment. We're calling it the Daily HATRICK. If you've heard of like Mount Rushmore or the rankings of people, that's what basically this is. But it's only 3, and it's big boy stuff.
It's gonna be like a
explain
snake
it.
draft.
It is. So we're going to
explain
snake. Today is snake draft version. We're going snake draft today. So if you've ever played fantasy football, I'll start.
Wait. So first off, we get a topic, and we're each going to name our favorite 3 things
Yes.
in that category or topic.
And so we will now also be taking feedback from you guys. Once again, our DMs are open on Twitter.
Yep.
And we also have an email if you guys want to email us. Comment on our YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe and unsubscribe, then resubscribe, and unsubscribe and resubscribe.
All right.
It helps us out. Give us good content for what we can discuss because it makes our lives much easier. So who wants to start?
All right. Well, the category is best cars under $25,000.
which is much harder than you'd think.
John, we'll start with you. We're going to go with a snake draft.
All right, so my first pick in the Daily Hat Trick is a Honda Pilot. I'm a big Honda Pilot guy. My mom has one, and they drive smooth. They're quality cars at a quality price.
All right.
Okay,
I mean, fellas, we can't go wrong with a Toyota Prius. Great gas mileage. Gets you from point A to point B, no problems.
Yes, I personally like the Kia Soul. If you've ever seen those chipmunk commercials with the guys hanging out the window and they're all like with the hoods up, they're like, "Let's go Kia!" And that's honestly my little favorite Super Bowl commercial of all time, besides Puppy Monkey Baby.
Oh yeah, looking forward to the Super Bowl.
Looking forward to the Super Bowl, by the way. So I guess it's my turn again, right? So
Yeah,
we're going
snake
fourth
draft,
overall,
yep.
snake draft. I'm going to go with the nice little Kia Fiat, or the Fiat 500.
Ooh, okay.
Fiat 500.
We're
It's a
going
nice
with the
little
smaller cars here.
Yeah, little Italian car. Italians usually like to do it big, but in this situation, it's a little small car. Personally, I've never had an accident with one, but usually it's the most common car to get in an accident with. So if you ever are driving on the freeway, on the highway, whatever you folks call it, it's usually get Fiat 500 in it. So you're up, Drew.
All right, so you took my soul pick, but I'm going to go with the Chevy Malibu. Woo! And for one reason is I got to love that guy in the commercials. I mean, that guy is great.
Electric.
Awesome commercials.
All right, so I'm up next, and I'm going to go with the Ford Bronco. Iconic car, but
Okay.
But why is it an iconic car?
The juice is loose.
the juice is loose, that's why. But they actually surprisingly get very good gas mileage.
Okay.
And
Don't
they're-
sleep on the Bronco.
Yeah, don't. They're pretty safe too. So, and now I'm up next because
Yeah.
it's a snake draft. My third and final pick is a Ford Raptor.
Wow.
But a great one.
A gritty one that's really used.
Yeah.
And probably has a lot of miles on
You
it.
got to keep it under 25.
Because it's under
definitely.
25K.
Yeah, definitely.
So a lot of miles, maybe even an older one, but those are cool trucks.
Yeah.
Cool trucks.
You want a truck that's seen some better days. Mm-hmm. So pretty much. I'm going to go with the Honda Sonata. Just because. You got to love the Sonata. Great car. Great high school car. Under 25K.
True.
Good price.
Yeah. So my final pick has the best gas mileage out of all of us. It is a
Wow.
horse-drawn carriage. And,
Wow.
You don't need gas with the carriage.
but low-key, if you've ever been behind a horse, they rip a lot. So, so a little story behind this. I really don't know how much this would cost. I'm just going under 25K. If I were to buy a racehorse, like Secretariat that I can put on. Okay,
What he's saying is it would have to be a pretty cheap horse. Right.
Okay, sorry about that.
All right, BLAZIN.
Okay, and our final topic of the day is the BLAZIN 5.
Same segment as last week.
and
We
we're gonna
introduced
lock
it
up
last
pick.
week. We have 5 picks.
Last week's record,
3 and 2, so
hit the lock
60%.
though, 1-0 on the lock.
Yep, so always bet on our lock. It will
Yep.
always hit.
Yep.
100% guarantee on that. Let's get into the BLAZIN 5. What do we got?
So the Pats are our first one. Obviously, I think we all are pulling Pats
Oh, yeah.
here. And it's Pats line -9.
This line's a joke,
yeah,
like John
dude,
already mentioned.
John went off earlier about it. I love it. Next pick.
I mean, you actually chose this one.
Yeah, we'll get to that at the end.
We'll get All right, Michigan State at Indiana. You got to love what Michigan State, the Spartans are doing. They're hot right now.
Yeah.
They were the 1 seed earlier, but
Yeah,
they
Miles
had that-
Bridges had an off game against
Yeah,
Ohio State.
yeah,
and then-
they'll be back.
So yeah,
Go Bucks.
Go Bucks, baby.
Our next pick is Penn State at Temple. Penn State, the Big Ten's kind of rolling in basketball this
Yeah,
year.
dude.
I mean, for the Big Ten in basketball.
Yeah.
So I think Penn State will get that one.
Big boy pick going across the pond here. Martin Schillick, we support everybody here on Unscripted. Martin Schillick is making the Aussie Aussie quarterfinal. This is a guarantee for us.
Guarantee, all right.
This is a guaranteed pick. Wish we locked it up, but we didn't. You'll find our lockout in a second. Drew, what's our last BLAZIN 5 pick?
Knicks at the Lake Show. Let's
Like
go
that.
Knicks.
Yeah.
Porzingis.
Porzingis, the unicorn, whatever you want to call him. Michael Rappaport likes to talk about him in a very New York accent. No, Loki was kind of trying to do a New York accent there. And our lock of the week is we're locking up that first pick. Pats -9 to review him. We got Pats -9.
I mean, let's go. I mean, like I said last week, they will cover at halftime,
Yep.
and this
They will.
game won't be close.
Exactly. That's why it's a lock.
Definitely. Our second pick, Chilik, making the Aussie quarterfinal.
This is on you, man.
Dude, like nobody here watches tennis, so
So this
is a complete guess. I know I guaranteed it, and I actually do probably still guarantee it, but literally none of us will watch this match, so viewers are gonna have to tweet at us like what actually happened here. Our next pick, third pick is Michigan State, Big Ten once again rolling. Penn. By the way, that's not Penn State. That's UPenn because of AJ Brodeur.
AJ, you got it.
AJ Brodeur.
Yeah, so this is our
Former
fourth pick.
T-Hawk.
And so they're actually rolling. The reason John thought this was Penn State is because Temple's actually a pretty good team, and UPenn in the Ivy League, right?
Yep.
A little smart.
Brodeur, come on the show, man.
Actually though, like AJ actually come on the show. UPenn, like you can Skype us anything. UPenn is at a good year. They're gonna make a tournament run here.
Brodeur's been rolling the Ivy League.
Ivy League
really
Rookie of the
rolling the
Year
Ivy
last
League.
year.
Really?
Yeah, week by week he's winning these crazy awards, which you never see from an Algonquin athlete.
You guys think he makes the NBA?
There's a chance, dude.
I don't know. How tall is he?
He's tall.
6'7", 6'8".
All right.
I
Maybe.
mean, he went to
Well,
this.
I mean, time will tell.
Yeah, we'll see. And our final pick is the Knicks at the Lakers. Lakers, dude, they're awful. The Knicks
Wait,
haven't been
is
playing so
Lonzo
well.
playing? Is Lonzo
Lonzo's not even playing. His hand is broken,
Oh, is he?
allegedly. Dude, yeah, he's going to be out for a while. LeVar over in Lithuania, the Ball brothers, literally got 0 points the other day combined. So that's a quick ball update.
Wow.
This team's awful. I don't know. Do you watch any Lakers or Knicks?
I mean,
Not really.
aren't both teams garbage?
Both teams. The Knicks are currently like the 9 seed, so they're not awful. But this is like the classic, like Knicks Lakers are gonna get so hyped for so far under 500 teams. Like it's your classic white New Yorker trying to like hype up everything. It's like the Metro, we're back, baby. It's the Garden. Come on, but it's actually at Staples. So we'll see. We'll see what happens here. Anything else post show?
What are you gonna eat for dinner tonight?
Oh shoot, filet mignon.
All right.
But wow.
All right.
I'm going
Ready?
big.
Big steak guy.
Bigger going home. James, what are you gonna have for dinner tonight?
Right.
That's our producer. That's James Mahoney.
Can't
He
do
said he's
without
gonna have
Mahoney.
roasted chicken tonight, which is a phenomenal
Can't
choice.
go
Is there gonna
wrong.
be gravy on that? Gravy, one of the 4 core food groups, is actually not on that tonight.
Wow.
And I think that is perfect way to end it. No gravy
Thank you.
equals an interesting dinner.
Go Seahawks.
Go Seahawks.
We'll see you next
Thank you
Tuesday.
guys.
Thank you.
Good luck.